Hey, buddy.
Hey, Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's early. It's a little earlier than normal, I feel.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to be done today, so we had to get going early.
Nice.
But yeah. So it's been a week.
Yeah. I had a good work week. Got a funny at home episode that I was going to share. But we should talk about yesterday, I think.
Yeah, we were catching up. We had a real fun day yesterday. I had a real fun day.
Good.
Hopefully everybody else did. But yesterday we all ended up going to the movies together because like back in June I discovered that they were re-releasing the original Fast and Furious movie in theaters for like 1 week only as a celebration of the 25th anniversary. So like as soon as I learned that in June, I was like, "Hey, y'all want to go?" And then like I bought us tickets right then. So been sitting on that for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
But with the way everything just turned out, it ended up landing on the Saturday of my last full weekend here. So we kind of were, I guess, celebrating that or just being together for that. And we all got dressed up in period specific clothing or Fast and Furious type gear.
Mm-hmm.
And Ash brought these ridiculously awesome temporary tattoos that, like, legit, like, I have like a whole sleeve.
Yeah.
Like,
We are tatted up.
and I don't think this is going to come off very easily. So we're going to see what happens with that.
Yeah, same.
Um, but no, we went and all watched the movie together, and I was really excited because they had like collectible popcorn buckets for Fast and Furious, and they've had these before for other Fast movies, but they were always sold out by the time I got there. And when we got there yesterday, and the line situation was ridiculous, but uh, you and Ash figured out a quick way to get through the concessions.
We built a rapport with the popcorn dude.
Yeah, and ended up they had two different ones there that I really wanted, and y'all ended up getting them for me, which was greatly appreciated. And staring at them all last night, and even some this morning, like while I was making my coffee, I was just like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Nice.
But yeah, seeing the movie, like I'd never seen the movie in the theaters. Like I didn't see it when it first came out. So,
Yeah, same.
well, I was chatting with Jared, and apparently he said he saw it in theaters.
I think he did, and then it was important to him to make sure that I watched it when it came out later.
Hmm. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And then after that, we came back here and watched some Fast and Furious bonus features,
Yeah.
and then watched some of the new King of the Hill
Mm-hmm.
and some preseason football. We're on some side screens. So fun was had by all, or at least by me.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had pizza when we came home. That was a big treat for us.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gave me a candle, a scented candle. The scent is football season,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very awesome, very cool. I'm excited to burn that.
I don't know if Ash shared, but we have one too, so we have similar smells at the same time.
Oh, but yeah, that was yesterday.
Probably my favorite part was the costume party aspect
Yeah,
and getting ready for that. Ash put on a tramp stamp,
cake topper.
a cake topper, as the kids are calling them these days. So I got to freak her mom out. Like the text was, Ash got a late in life tramp stamp and sent the picture. And she was like, "No way, Peeper!" And that was funny. I got some good pictures out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the movie, I think, holds up. I only watched it so many times. It's maybe 4 or 5 times, and it seems like every time it gets better.
it's such a good movie, and like there's still, I guess, little things here and there that I'll notice that I haven't before. I
Same, yeah.
guess just that's what happens when you watch a movie over and over again. But Uh, just a real fun movie, and I love them so much. And it was very fun for me to have us all go and do that together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very fun. Today got some fun stuff going on too. So
Yeah, tell us why you had to be up early.
yeah, I mean the main reason we had to get a early start today is because uh, Jared and I are planning on going to Interstellar Barbecue, which is the Michelin star barbecue place here in Austin, like the only barbecue place to have received, I think, an actual Michelin star, and not like just their like shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so that's pretty fun. I mean, we've tried to go to like all the major barbecue places here, and I think we've gotten to pretty much all of them, except we haven't been to this one. So wanted to make sure do that. But it's one of those places where you got to line up early. Like it opens at 11, but on the website it's like people usually start lining up around like 9:30, and if you want to guarantee like you can get anything on their menu, they're like you need to be in line like no later than 10,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe like 9:45, because people just buy all their meats real fast as soon as they open. So I think the goal is for Jeremy and I to leave here somewhere between 9:15, 9:30, which should get us there about 9:45, 9:50 ish. I think. I'm not 100% sure where this place is. Like I have a, and it's in like the Cedar Park area, I think.
Okay.
So it's not super far, and just take the toll
Yeah.
up around. But
Our 4-lane super toll.
yeah, but that's pretty exciting. And I also like I'm glad I remembered this. I probably would have remembered once I got there, but uh, definitely gonna make sure I get a hat
Nice.
to go into my barbecue joint hat collection. And I did look online, and they have two hats online, so they should have them there for sale.
Excellent.
There's one that's pretty cool because they're big called Interstellar. It's like a little triangle like space suit patch that like
Mm-hmm.
astronauts would wear,
Yeah.
but it's like Interstellar Barbecue and it has a little rocket on it.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. So I'm definitely gonna get a hat. Yeah, but it's the main reason for being up early. And then I put a lot of faith and trust into today, Kelly, to get a lot of stuff done in preparation for next weekend.
I mean, like packing?
Yeah, packing and cleaning.
Well,
And I mean, really, at this point, right now, it's more of an exercise of just getting rid of stuff
hmm.
and just clearing everything out that I know that I don't want to keep, and then seeing what's left, and then going from there, and then just kind of start cleaning up and tidying up and whatnot. I'm sure I'm not going to get near as much done today as I would like. I'll get some done, but then I'll just throughout the week this week I'll knock little stuff out here and there, like in between meetings or when I step away from work through the day. But
I guess you have no furniture to take. It's all boxes.
yeah, and I guess I mean I have boxes. I guess I haven't really started boxing stuff up. Boxed up my flight simulator gear. I got that all ready to go over here. I got to start. I don't even want to think about it. I hate packing.
But you're not worried about space in your car.
No, because I mean I just don't have a ton of stuff, and I've been like just hauling around a few boxes of just old stuff that I there's like I haven't opened the boxes in like the last four places I've lived.
Hmm.
They come with me and then they go into a closet or something and then they're just there.
Yeah.
There might be a couple things like in there that I want to keep as like keepsakes, but for the most part, there's nothing in there I really need.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that kind of stuff, just getting rid of it and then figuring out how to get like the logistical part of like I need my bed until like the morning that I leave, but then I need to be able to get rid of it. So like logistically, like how do I get that stuff done? Like figure it out.
Okay.
I mean, maybe worst case scenario, maybe like if Jared's cool with it, like I come back in like a month or something to like finish getting everything cleared out and whatnot. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at today.
I hear you. Yeah.
Let's talk about something fun. This isn't fun.
I think the most fun thing that happened over the week, we did the theme reveal.
Yeah.
And wasn't sure how people would take to it. I put up like a dummy or I put up an example just so folks would have like, what are you talking about? Oh, this.
Mm-hmm.
But Corey and Jamie just took it and ran with it, and I love what they did. And it makes me laugh now, even thinking about Corey's.
Mm-hmm.
So the theme is Isle of Misfit Mascots.
Yep.
And did the whole like video intro to the theme showing the mascoted version of our beloved Tyrannosaurus Tex.
Bro, you crushed that video. It was so good.
I mean, obviously it was a lot of help from AI.
Still.
But yeah, just growing up personally and professionally and all of his rejections. Being a misfit and outcast. And it's like, are people gonna get the theme, get the idea?
Yeah.
Do you think it's kosher to talk about how we got there?
Oh, yeah.
So every year the last like 2 years.
Yeah, fairly new in the
Fairly
league.
recent. During our commissioners conference, we'll call up the champion and be like, "Hey, what theme do you want?" Or give us some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And how do we end? Dragging Up the Past was Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, so he just wanted the last 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because Dragging Up the Past was really funny. Oh no, then who gave us Blockbuster Movie Night?
Yeah.
Brian? Must have been Brian.
Yeah. Which I don't even remember how we got to that. Oh, maybe it was just like...
They give us, like, paltry clues.
Yeah.
Nobody's been very clear or demonstrative or really had a precise vision for what they wanted to see the next year.
Mm-hmm.
They just give us little breadcrumbs. And Tony's was pretty abstract the first time. It was like frustratingly so the first time. And then this time it was how did he say it? I mean, he opened with, you know, the rejected cartoons? And I was like, I think I do. And Dan Hertzfeld, I forget exactly. But there were these like silly cartoons we watched on YouTube in like 2004.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just all like what I thought like the literal idea he had was something that I would call on the cutting room floor.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was just like stuff that didn't make it into the final cut.
Yeah.
But then he also introduced, there's a movie called Mascots on Netflix. And that's also what I'm thinking. But he also was like, or maybe it's rejected TV show season ideas. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, Tony, we'll get back to you.
And then the idea we ended up coming up with, like the final version of it, was one of the very earliest thoughts that we had, but it was more just like, that was like a broad like direction we were kind of going into, but we were like never thought that was gonna probably be the like actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how I took the whole situation. And it was also one of those things too where I was like since we brought back the themes, the Dragging Out the Past and the Blockbuster Movie Night, I was very like excited and knew those were very good themes and it was going to be very good like content for the season. This was the first time going into it. I was like, I didn't feel super confident that we just nailed it out of the park.
Yeah.
But it's becoming evident very quickly that we in fact did, just because of the creativity of the other people in the league.
Yeah.
And it's also just kind of goes back to like the whole just creative process. Like when you bring others into it, like you can have like an idea and you're like, but then someone hears that idea and they're like, it fires off a whole bunch of things, and then that then turns it into an amazing idea.
Yeah.
And that's just always fun. Like I know me personally, like as someone who is an amateur creative, uh, when I'm doing stuff alone, like I'll definitely get in my own head and like it's my vision completely. And sometimes whatever I make is cool, sometimes it's not. But then like when I do stuff with other people, it again, sometimes the stuff is cool, sometimes it's not. But like when it's cool, it's usually much cooler than anything I could have done by myself.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's just, I guess, one of the enjoyments of the league, and just having this group of people.
Yes, this group of people we know and love. Do you think it's kosher to share what we have so far?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do the best one last. All right, so there's four. I thought there was three. Our buddy Lauren, and I. So Corey and Jamie took it and ran with it. Not just the team names, but then like short little backstories.
Yeah.
And then hysterical graphics to go with them. And then people just started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So our buddy Lauren, for a brief, often overlooked period during the renaming of the Washington football team, DC had settled on a team name that struck fear into the hearts of residents and visitors, the Beltway Gridlock. Whether caused by a presidential motorcade, never-ending construction, or a fender bender that somehow managed to block 4 lanes of traffic, the sight of Connie, a 6-foot traffic cone wearing a football jersey, would strike terror into even the most seasoned Beltway veteran or tourist. The team name and mascot were eventually rejected due to Connie's habit of wandering onto the field and creating a series of inexplicable 45-minute delays, causing every game to end 0-0 after 7 hours. And then the image, traffic cone, jersey, and then people commented on expect delays in the background and like being happy about that.
I hadn't even seen that one yet.
Nice. Tony's. After the 3 Mile Island disaster, Pennsylvania had to think quickly to rectify the situation. With the disaster unfolding just outside Harrisburg, the city decided the best way to reassure everyone that nuclear power was perfectly safe was, naturally, through football. Thus, the Harrisburg nuclear reactors were born, becoming Pennsylvania's short-lived third NFL team, along with their mascot, Mel T. Down. Because nothing says absolutely nothing to worry about, quite like a smiling cooling tower with smoke billowing from the top running up and down the sidelines. That guy.
Yeah.
Jamie's. If Iowa had an NFL team, it would be sponsored by Maid-Rite at some point. But the NFL said, we can't put a sloppy sandwich as our mascot. Rejected! And I guess that's the actual logo. Because her extra comment was, I can't wait to see the AI for this.
Mm.
And then, I mean, the one that took it. And it's so short. He did the photo, and then Jamie did her explanation, and then Corey came in. Yeah, well, Droney the Homie was pitched to change the gruesome face of modern warfare into a lovable bubblehead. Then he killed people. Rejected! Droney the Homie is so of this time.
Yeah, the just incredible work by our fellow league members, and I feel the pressure now because like I have no idea what to do with my team, and I feel like I need to do something real good now.
Yeah.
And I guess it's 2 weeks from today is the draft.
Ah.
Wow. Next week is Corey's. Next
Nice.
Sunday. I figured that out, and I was like, oh shit, I'm like, we'll have just like arrived back in Indy with my car like an hour before that draft.
Mm-hmm.
It's like shit.
And then you were mentioning Girl Kelly might have a party on the same day that we're drafting.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that might not be a thing that's happening.
Okay.
That it's possible. I'm not sure. I mean, either way, if she does it, I'm not gonna have too much. Like, I'm gonna be in my office, paying attention to our league.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I have to schedule a draft that I'm commissioner of that league that you participated in last year. Inexplicably, it's revived itself. Where like the last 4 years, it's been pulling teeth and too much stress for what it is. Like I'll stress over our league because it's impeccable.
It's the best league there is.
I don't like stressing over this other league of internet strangers. But yeah, we almost had like 14 people. I was like, good God. But whatever. I'm in like I gotta schedule that. I'll probably schedule it. In years past, I've scheduled it at the tail end of our draft. So like our draft is wrapping up and that one's starting. But either last year or the year before, or both of those years, we start each of the drafts. We start our draft with a shot. And then I keep drinking. And sometimes so does Ash. So sometimes that other draft just gets completely sideways and ignored.
Yeah, I know we do our shots for. I mean, it's just tradition. I guess I didn't do one last year because I wasn't drinking at the time.
Yeah, must be more.
But I feel like when I do like a full shot before the draft, I do much worse in the draft than I normally would.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't take a shot last year and came in dead last.
Well, I did, and I came in 11th, so. And Tony did, and he won. So, what are we doing here, Kelly?
Well, no, it's not. Well, it's different for each person.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I am not a day drinker. Like I'm not a drinker. Like someone who likes to like have a few drinks and like go do stuff. That's not like. If I'm drinking, all my mind is doing is trying to think of the silliest stuff I can possibly think of. Which gets me in trouble. Because I'm like, oh, Aaron Rodgers in the third round, that'd be hilarious.
Okay.
Something dumb like that.
Yeah. Funny.
So yeah. But I'm very excited for the football season. I'm also so excited for the weather to cool down. It's been brutal the last few days.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to deal with it much longer.
No.
But yeah, it's just been getting worse.
Like I don't know if like this house has ever gotten as hot as it's gotten the last few days with our AC functioning. Like it's broken before and it's gotten way hotter, but it's working. But like last night, it was like 80 degrees downstairs. That's wild. It's too hot. And then I was texting with Kelly this morning, and she was like, "Yeah, it's 58 outside right now."
Yeah, I've been talking about you this week, saying what you said about waking up with it being 66 out.
So that's pretty cool.
I got my energy bill this week, and it has like a little graph of energy consumption, but then it's mapped to the high and then the low for the month. And the high has been like pretty steady and like goes up a little bit at the end, but the low for the month has been going up and up and up and up and up to where like maybe got into the 70s. It's the low at the beginning of this month, but or billing period. But by the end of the billing period, the lows are like in the 80s, like the high 80s.
Yeah.
It's no good. It's not good for plants.
No, I mean it's hilarious, like hilarious to me in a not funny way, but like how this time of the year, like it's almost like winter, but the opposite. Like all the grass dies, and it's just like you go like if you went out and tried to walk through the yard right now, it would just be like almost like walking through snow. Like the crunchiness of just the burnt up dead grass. It's just nasty.
We got more plants than we ever have. We care more about the survival of the plants and watering everything. Water bill is ridiculous. Not just the look good plants in the front, but like our tomatoes and jalapenos in the back the production's been going down. And last year when it was like this, when we were trying to get tomatoes going, we started later, like to where like now, where at night it doesn't get into the 70s is where we were, and it has to get down to like 70 for plants to do what they do. And once the temperature went down, then we finally got tomatoes. But all year we've been like we started much earlier. We've gotten so many tomatoes this year.
Yeah.
But now they're slowing to a trickle. Hope to get one more bump once the nighttime temperatures get down again.
Yeah.
But it's been brutal. So getting jalapenos.
Yeah. Peppers they can play with the heat.
We have lettuce we keep planting and it keeps getting big and then the rabbits eat it down. So there's just like the middle stock, which is like what reproduces.
Right.
And now we've got like so many that are like ready to flower, but we're just like feeding rabbits. But we are at a point where we're ready to like scale up, and next summer's gonna look like a proper farm.
Need to get you a little land, a little homestead.
Maybe like our little Liberty Garden. My dad's dad was a prolific gardener, and I got this little blackberry vine that is dormant now. But it really made me respect and appreciate, like, maybe I'm making it bigger in my head, but at least as big as this wall, like a chain link fence that was just like blackberries all up and down it, and that was like a major project every summer. It was like get John's boys to pull all the blackberries off the blackberry vines. That was taking years to get to what it was.
Yeah.
We'll have a good lettuce, tomato, jalapeno operation up and running this time next year.
Very cool. Never been much of a green thumb myself. I almost messed up again my poor little bonsai tree in here, this last stretch in Indy, I had completely forgotten to ask Jared to water it for me. So I got back and it was real sad. But it seems to have recovered pretty okay. I hate doing that. Like, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but for a couple of years, I think Jeremy and I, when we lived at the last place here in Austin, I'd brought home a plant from the restaurant I was working at because like we replaced the plants, but the ones we were getting rid of were still good plants. So we took one and we tortured that plant. Like we wouldn't water it until all of the leaves were just completely over the side of the planter it was in, and it just was like it on his last leg of life, and then we'd water it and then it would come back and start standing up again and look good. And then
mission accomplished.
And then we wouldn't do anything again until it was on its last breath. And then we'd revive it. And did that for a couple of years, and that thing was it wanted to live. It had the fight in it. but eventually it just wouldn't really come back. It got tired of the fight, so we had to let it go. And I felt bad for that fight. Yeah, I like my little tree.
Yeah, makes a good silhouette on the window.
Mm-hmm. I like to stare at it, like, because this is where I also have my work computer when I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my webcam is like right here on the laptop. So anytime I'm in meetings and like it's not a fun call and I'm like talking to people that aren't happy, I'll just like be staring at the tree and just like it's my zen place.
Nice.
Trees have always been like my zen place. Like if I'm ever trying to meditate, I think of a tree.
I like that.
And I try to like think of all the individual leaves on a tree rustling and the wind moving in between those each individual leaf.
Definitely like the sound of wind and tree.
Mm.
We went out not this week, but the week before to see the Perseids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite part. Like we saw like 3 meteors.
Yeah.
But the wind and the big old trees in the field we were in was nice.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of trees, especially big old tall trees. I like tall trees.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of tall trees around these parts.
I like a tall tree, but I don't like a skinny tree. Like, I don't like a pine tree.
I can mess with pine trees.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the East Texas like just super tall pines that like they're not super thick, but they go up like 50 something 60 feet.
Yeah.
I like those.
Straight fall over on somebody's house.
Yeah. I mean that that is an unfortunate thing that does happen, but you know. And honestly, I've been thinking about that like for my drive up to Indy. Like I've been trying to like I've mapped my route to try to give me some of the most like the best scenic route I can get on this drive for the most part. Like maps tells me to like drive from here up 35 to Dallas and then Dallas over to Texarkana. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to drive up 35 to Dallas. I hate that drive. I've done that drive so many times.
Yeah.
I don't really ever want to do it again. So now I'm gonna go like northeast from here to like pull up a map so you can see.
Shreveport.
No, not that. We're still going through Texarkana. And then I'm also doing that for nostalgic purposes, but it's like from here we'll go up northeast through like here just through kind of middle of nowhere and then up through like Palestine up through Tyler, Longview, which this area like the Tyler, Longview area of Texas like has some historical significance for me.
I know folks from there.
My grandfather and I had some family live up there, and I spent some time up there as a kid. And then I'll come up through Texarkana, which I was thinking about it. And the very first time I ever left Texas in a vehicle was through Texarkana, going to Arkansas with my mom, going to visit my grandfather who was living in Arkansas at the time.
Nice.
So, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to end up stopping up here in Conway, Arkansas for the night. Got a hotel already booked. And then I'm going to drive up here through like the Mark Twain National Forest area of Missouri. I'm going to go through St. Louis.
St. Louis.
I'm going to cross this bridge right here, which will give me a view of the arch. And then I'll just hoof it across. Then from there, like, that all's going to be a pretty fun drive until St. Louis. But then St. Louis to Indy is just like this stretch of just like nothing. Going through like Terre Haute.
Like 3.5 hours?
Yeah, something like that. It was just, what's this look like? Oh yeah, that's gross.
Unless there's a beach somewhere.
Beach.
Yeah, just like the trees on the right look like you think of.
Yeah, no. And then shoot over.
There's Girl Carly.
Yep. She is. She's there. That's the place. So yeah. But all that to say, I'm gonna see some tall trees on that drive,
Nice.
which I'm excited about.
It looks longer than 3.5 hours.
What, from St. Louis to?
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
How long are these legs?
Hold on. St. Louis to here. Yeah, 3.5 hours. 3 hours 26 minutes.
Very well.
So like here to. That we can get even more specific. Good. There it is. Yeah, see now. And we're absolutely not going up through Oklahoma. Like, absolutely not. So, but this one,
You got a full working day of driving.
yep, 8 hours to Conway, which,
A little bit longer to pee and eat lunch.
I mean, I'll probably just eat in the car. I mean, I'll have to stop to pee, gas up, and,
Yeah, stretch your legs, Kay.
and do a little bit of stretching, but, I mean, we'll see how it goes. And then here to, this one I always have to kind of finagle the maps because if I go direct from where I'm staying to new home, it doesn't want to let me go through St. Louis, but going through St. Louis only adds like 20 minutes and I get to see the arch, which I think is fun. And then this one, this is a 9-hour haul of driving. So that's 8 hours first day, 9 hours the second day.
Let's still get you home before 9 or 8.
Yeah. I mean, I'm aiming to be home by like 7.
Mhm.
Because I think Corey's draft is at 8. So, but I also took the day after off of work, so I don't have to worry about driving 2 full days and then having to just get right back into work the next morning.
Smart.
And then I was talking to my boss about it, and I was just telling her how the last few weekends has just been go, 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 and I'm not getting any real just chill time. And she's like, take some time off.
Good.
And then she like pretty much like forced me to pull up my calendar, and we looked at it, and she's like, well, how about you take, she's like, I already see you're taking that Monday off after your drive, which is good. She was like, why don't you take that Friday off as well? Because then the following Monday is Labor Day.
Nice.
So then she's like, then you have the drive, you work 3 days, then you have 4 days off, then you have a 4-day week.
I gotta look and see if I can do that.
So,
yeah, that's pretty soon.
yeah.
We have Jared and I have like LBJ day, where it's skeleton crew,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna work it because I have a meeting. But maybe I'll take off after that. Yeah, you're coming up on time for work accomplishments. I know you had a big week.
I did.
You want to talk about it at all?
I mean, it's so hard for me. Just I know I've said this before, but like even when I have good things happen, like the scope of my entire plate of what I've got going on, it's just there's always more that I have to worry about, and it's hard for me to get excited. But I did have a very good week in terms of just like the amount of deals I closed, and like it was like a record number of deals closed and like dollars generated in a single week in my entire career. Which, when you think of it, like when you put the words together like that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then thinking about the whole as a whole, it's just like it's still drop in the bucket. A lot of work to do,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still good, and my boss was pretty happy with me, which is good. Uh, but yeah, need to have a few more weeks like that here coming up.
I like that you're chugging away, and when you said the number that you did
Hmm.
for the year, I was gonna tell you like all the years that I did what I did. My biggest quota number, or my biggest closed sales in a year were shy of 600K.
I'm past that now
Yeah.
already this year, and I got like another half mil to go. But it's not like the it's definitely like a slog. Like it's not a few big deals are coming together to put all this together. This is dozens and dozens of small deals, like
Mm-hmm.
10K here, 12K here, all adding up to a big number. But it's not like any individual 100K, 200K deal.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, if nothing else, it's good experience, good learning. I feel like I've entrenched myself into what I do now, and I've done this long enough to where even if I like, I'm 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 starting to get like recruiters reaching out to me now.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do ever have to get another job somewhere else, I feel like I don't have to take another step back or ever go back to that other side of the corporate world that I absolutely hated. But
And just squirrel some away for a rainy day.
mhm, definitely want to retire
Good.
like next year. Just need to come across a few million. A few $1 million is all I need. These days, that doesn't feel like a lot to ask. As a kid, it was like a
Ridiculous.
few $1 million. That's unattainable. Now it's like necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to become a millionaire to retire. That's wild.
I mean, us especially. Yeah. My professional accomplishment for the week is we published. Sounds silly and boring, but we published some standards and procedures for what we do, and a big part of. Similarly, there are other um, positions in the world of what I do that I definitely wasn't ready for before I started this gig, but are definitely more and more in my crosshairs. But I'm not gonna go do those things until I reach some goals and set the work I'm doing here on a path of repeatability and scalability.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the third. Like since I've been there, I've played a big. I mean, I guess I was like the guy in publishing our AI code of ethics, and then we had data stewardship lifecycle documentation or data stewardship lifecycle uh, approach and overview, like a high level thing of what we were going to do, publish that, and we just published procedures for executing that. So we're getting closer to that. So I got my name on stuff that'll be around for years to come.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But then also it's, can I rinse and repeat that in like different situations, different setups? We'll see. But I also love the team that I have and the stuff that we do. But then also, I was in the army 9 years instead of 6 years or 8 years because there was always one more project, one more thing to do.
Yeah.
I got some decisions to make in like the next 6 to 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then I had a silly story, but it can wait. For the next time we do this in like 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah, probably won't be doing this next week since I'll be on the road both days, pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. We did a test remote. It seemed to work okay.
Yeah, and I might look into maybe using something else, or if there's like what the paid version is to where we don't have like the
Timer.
timer. Or just set it up to where you have 2 meetings back to back, and like we can just edit the crossover out so it sounds seamless.
Sure.
One long conversation. I mean, with the little snafu we had last week, I edited that out, and I don't think anybody could tell where the snafu happened.
Yeah.
So it's that movie magic,
Mm-hmm.
showbiz, baby.
That's right.
But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get on with the days.
I hear Jeremy Stern.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you made it to the end, we love you all very much. Last I saw, we were still hovering at 29 subscribers, so still on that road to 30. Still gonna have a big celebration once we hit that number at some point. But till then, y'all have a great week, great next week, and we'll talk to you here soon.
Love you guys. Bye.